wasn't kind of, it was tight.
Yeah.
One of the stories that I tell, and Rita, when I got the job at the chamber here, I didn't know anything about it, but Dr. Joe Autry, who was vice president at Tarleton, was the chairman of the chamber and headed up the search committee and whatnot. We had just come back because we had been looking for jobs. You know, we grew up in the deal where you graduate from college and then you go get a good job somewhere.
And we graduated in December because I graduated in 3.5 years and he graduated in 4.5 years.
Yeah, so that's, we evened out there, you know. But we were looking everywhere. We'd gone to West Texas, we'd gone to San Antonio, we'd gone to Dallas multiple times, Fort Worth, whatnot, looking for work. Well, I was a government and history major, and that qualifies you for government and history.
Yeah.
Rita was an English and speech major. Okay, if you're not teaching, neither one of us were really qualified for very much. But anyway, a guy down at the post office, we went down there, we both went down to sign up for civil service. We thought we might go to some exotic place.
Like Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I thought that would be exotic.
Or Kentucky. We
Yeah,
even
or
thought
Kentucky.
of
We
Kentucky,
thought about
West
Kentucky.
Virginia. I mean,
Yeah, we're
these were
thinking
all
exotic
foreign
places.
And so we both scored pretty well, but back then everybody was coming out of Vietnam. So you didn't have a chance getting a civil service. Well, the guy said, okay, you got to go down there and apply at the chamber. I said, what's a chamber? So I did. Make a long story short, we'd gone everywhere. We came back home to wash clothes and everything. We were going to the laundromat to wash some clothes, and we were loading up and everything because we were leaving out. We had about, what would you say, about $300 left maybe from the last crop, you know? And we were getting along to the time that I was going to have to start planting crop again, you know, getting the land ready. And I got a telephone call. And it was from Dr. Joe Autry, and he said, we'd like for you to come for an interview. He said, we've been trying to reach you. Well, you know, no cell phones or anything like that. And we'd been gone for the last week. Anyway, I said, when? He said, in the morning at 7:30. So I went. And I said, I don't know very much about this, but I had done a little background work on it before, you know, thinking I was just going to walk in there and get it, you know. They were interviewing a lot of people that day. I was the first. And they said after we got through, he said, is there anything you'd like to say? And I said, yes, sir, there is. I said, I know you're interviewing a lot of other people today. I said, I just want you to know I'll take less than anybody else you got applying for this job. And that's what I got. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, it was a great run, though. It was super run and everything. So I'll get off my story.
That's okay. The kids were grown when we went back,
grown.
but when we were here, they were involved in dancing. They were involved in Bible school.
Piano
they were involved
lessons,
in
music lessons.
Music lessons, baseball, those kinds of
typical things that
Girl Scouts.
Yes.
I was Girl Scout leader, and so
yeah,
Kate was in Girl Scouts.
She was.
So
Rob
was little.
He was little. He was little being Cub Scouts at the time. So anyway, and then when we went to Abilene,
same sort of thing.
Same thing.
Same sort of
thing.
They
were both in basketball. They were both in soccer. They were both, you know, active and stuff everywhere. So, and